In case you missed it, catch up on our last episode when we went and explored the beautiful town of Honfleur in northern France. And you don't want to miss seeing Dave on the carousel after he'd had a few beers to drink. Our journey in this episode began in Honfleur at 4 AM in the last episode. Once the sun had risen, we were treated to a beautiful summer's day that was an absolute scorcher. The sea was like glass, it was so calm. We arrived in Barfleur just after lunch and anchored up in a little bay around the corner from the town's port, for good reason. We had a quick dinghy ride into town to find the supermarket and top up with a few supplies, and this was the port. We have a 1.8 metre thin keel, so if we'd stayed in here it wouldn't have been a happy ending. The anchorage was lovely and calm when we arrived, but over the following hours and during the night, the swell built and built, making a nice anchorage very uncomfortable and not a nice place to be. As soon as we could, we left and sailed to Cherbourg. The sail was very bumpy and the complete opposite to what we'd had the day before, but Dave enjoyed himself though. So we've just walked all the way up this hill. Look how high we are.
That's one epic view.
Yeah. Come to the Liberation Museum at the top of Cherbourg. This is the marina way over there. There. We've walked all the way.
It's a nice view, that is.
Oh yeah.
People like sailing, as you would be on a day like today.
Yeah. Right, let's go look inside. After a long steep walk up to the top of the mountain Ruhr, 117 metres above sea level, we reached an old fort which houses the Liberation Museum. It was occupied by the German army during the Second World War, but now it guides you through the journey Cherbourg faced during World War II, focusing on the lives of civilians and soldiers. The city was liberated in June 1944 following heavy losses from both sides. Cherbourg is the second largest artificial harbour in the world and was incredibly important so Allied forces could get much needed supplies to their troops. The museum is well worth a visit to find out more about how Cherbourg was affected by the war, and at only €4 it's great value too. I got a raclette for my birthday, so look what we're having. If you have never had a raclette, you have not lived. Bubbly goodness. And Dave's got potatoes and mushrooms and tomatoes and all sorts in his. Looks good. Enjoying it, Dave?
Really good.
Yep. Yeah. Cheesy goodness. So we've come to have a look at the coastline. It's absolutely stunning. We made quite a few visits to the Chantereyne Cherbourg and met Julien, who runs the Castelage Diffusion. He was kind enough to offer to take us to explore the surrounding area around Cherbourg. We stopped at lots of beautiful and interesting places along the way.
To protect Chambon.
Yeah, stick your camera in there.
Yeah. Ah, cool.
Hey.
Don't you dare. But imagine being in that. Ugh. Our next stop was the commune of Omonville, about half an hour drive away from Cherbourg. Come on, Spud. For a walk. I'm pooped. Hello. was a tough walk up to the top, but the view of the port was well worth it, and we started making plans to bring our boat here to stay for a night after we left Cherbourg.
Scrappy? Scrappy? Nope, he wants a twig. I am the king of the castle.
Scrappy,
Don't fall down.
Scrappy. Come
Crazy dog.
Gonna have a look at the smallest port in Europe. Port Racine has to be the most picturesque port in The Hague, and it's reputed to be the smallest port in France, with an area of just 800 metres squared and an entrance only 11 metres wide. The port was chosen by one of the last pirates that prevailed under Napoleon, Captain François Medard Racine. He chose to protect his ships here in bad weather. It used to be made of wood, but a stone port was built here between 1870 and 1886. Today it shelters the modest boats of local fishermen and the fishing trip boats.
These rock pools.
Dave absolutely loves going rock pooling to see what creatures he can find. He was in his element here.
Scrappy has been in as he thought the green stuff was land.
You get one here on the road. You see?
Ah, yeah. Oh.
It's prawns, the small one.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And when you cook,
Yeah.
it's come to pink. Check.
No, monsieur. No.
Oh, look at that. Oh, there's a crab there.
There we go. Julien. Julien. Got a crab.
Crab.
You know that bait I chucked in, the crabs come out.
It's taken it.
It's big.
It's had it.
It's gone.
Our last stop of the day was up by the Liberation Museum, but luckily we didn't have to walk up this time.
So after much deliberation, we've finally decided to get ourselves a new dinghy. Dinghy and an outboard. New outboard. Because the old one is just, can't do anything with it. So we're about to take it out for our first test drive. And look who's having fun already without me. Come get me then. Oh my god. Definitely need a new dinghy with that. It's a bit too powerful for this dinghy, I think. Alright, time for a dinghy run.
I haven't started it yet.
Oh, do it quick so someone got me. Can't wait till we get the new dinghy. So it's a Yamaha 2.5 horsepower. Only tiddly. Mum and Duncan are arriving tomorrow on a Brittany ferry. Just seeing where we're going to be picking them up from. I wonder if Mum fancies being picked up in a dinghy. She would kill me. She really would. It'd be funny though. It's so worth it. We're off to find my mum. She's come over on the Brittany ferry to come see us. Scrappy's come too. Scrappy loves Mum. He's gonna go nuts. Just gotta try and locate her. The ferry is just behind the gates. So, hopefully, we will find them soon. Hello! We've been stood behind the ferry. Did you think we were going to have to just stop the ferry onto the quay? Yes.
Did you?
Buongiorno.
No, that was not going to happen.
No, that was going to happen,
hello.
was it? Hello.
What's that?
We
Yeah.
had to come through.
It's a
and
cyclist.
have
Watch out. You run you down. Take no mercy.
Mum and Duncan were only over for a few hours for a flying visit, but it was great to see them both and hopefully they'll be able to come and stay for long next time.
I just dropped my mum and Duncan off at the ferry port, due to leave in about 20 minutes time or so. So I'm going to see if I can run around and get the ferry before it goes. So I've managed to persuade Dave to come and pick me up. He's just coming down now. See where that big boat is? He's just at the side. Somewhere around there.
So here we are having a day of getting things done, and this is Robin's idea of a day of jobs, a day of working.
Well, the weather was just so nice, we couldn't resist. That evening during a walk into town, I came across a street festival complete with a dance troupe of Zumba dancers. This just made me want to join in too. There was also a live band playing and plenty of stalls to have a look around, and it was great to see everyone enjoying themselves. One of the great things about the marina in Cherbourg is the fact that there is a great big field directly in front of it, which is great for dogs to go and have a blast on. Scrappy absolutely loved it, especially as he found pine cones there to play with. Can you tell who the boss is out of Dave and I?
Scrappy, drop it. Good boy. That's alright.
Shorts!
Short shorts.
Short shorts! It's 7:20 and it's still lovely.
Scrappy, come here.
Little
Here.
monkey.
Picking up the scent. A little sniffer dog.
Good boy.
Just doing some yoga in the field. Go on, Robin will have a go. Dudes, they'll come beat you up. If that was in where we live, we'd get beaten up for doing that in the park.
So we went to the supermarket to do our shop this morning and it's just been delivered to the boat.
And we got all our food delivered just straight to the boat. Look at that.
And the guy even bought the euro at the shop actually.
Yeah,
Bless
that's
him.
on the stairs.
Yeah. Absolutely fantastic.
Get that around all our food to the boat. Like
Chuffed a bit.
miles away.
Yeah. Weighed an absolute ton in the trolley, didn't it?
And they didn't charge us or anything.
No, free delivery.
Free delivery
Absolutely fantastic.
and brought the euro out of the trolley.
Yeah. Chuffed. Great service. Carrefour in France, in Cherbourg. Highly recommend. So we got veggies cupboard, meaty cupboard, pasta rice and accompanies.
What's he doing down there? Sorry, babe. Today is Dave's birthday and we're having another birthday raclette. Happy birthday, Dave.
Thank you. Getting old.
I won't ask how old.
No.
Said it's going to be a big one next year.
That's really nice. You can just chuck whatever you want on pretty much.
And make magic food.
So the reason we're still here in Cherbourg is we're waiting for our dinghy to arrive. The old one was way past it. It's like 30 years old. Probably more than that actually.
Dave has the fortune of having his birthday 8 days after mine, which means he cannot possibly forget mine, which is great for me. And we get joint birthday presents. Guess what we bought yesterday?
What did we buy yesterday, Robin?
We bought bikes. If you ever get a chance to go to Decathlon in Cherbourg, go. It's like an Aladdin's cave for sport lovers. Testing out our new bikes. Donut. These bikes are only cheap and we can now extend our zone of exploration at every port that we visit. Like a child. My turn!
Come on, brother. Yeah, isn't it? This is Robin. Robin Hood. Down in the hood, keeping it real. Yo. A high five on the way past to get an extra 10 points. Yes.
This is so scary. What you got, Dave?
The new car.
The new car. Our new dinghy had finally arrived, but I don't think we could have picked a worse time to collect it. It was really low tide and the gangway was pretty steep. Don't kill it. New car.
There's no knife. You get no knife.
It was almost like we had both of our birthdays together. Unwrapping, setting up and getting to play with our new car. How much engine power are we using?
5-10%.
Yes!
Here's Robin trying out a new toy.
Power!
Wonder what's down there.
They're not moving much, are they? Look, open them up.
They're not moving much. It's because they're anchored.
Yeah, I know, I've been rolling.
Ah,
That's right.
I thought you didn't realise that they were anchored.
Oh, I know the bloody anchor.
Yeah, go and have a look. I'll be your depth gauge.
Oops, we used all the fuel up. Nearly home. Just got to get down there. Did you have a go at the challenge I set for you last episode? Here's the answer to the code message I wrote using the Pigpen cipher. Here's this week's challenge. I haven't included a hint this time, but if you need one, head over to our Facebook page for a clue. Leave your answer in the comments below and I'll let you know the answer next time. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this jam-packed episode. I had great fun making it. We've got loads more adventures in the pipeline. On our next adventure video, we sail to Omonville with our new friends Julien and his girlfriend. We enjoyed a swim off the side of the boat and got some diving practice in too. We set sail for Brittany and catch our first fish off the back of the boat and enjoy a beautiful sunset during our overnight sail to Roscoff. Lots of people have requested a video about the financial side of cruising. I'm in the process of editing the first one, so make sure you subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss it. We've got loads of information in that one for you. The plan is to share as much information as we can and everything that we've learned to help other people, help anyone else that's interested in doing something similar to actually get out there doing it. Is there anything else you'd like us to cover? You can let us know in the comments below, that would be awesome. And hopefully we'll get to make them for you. Thanks very much for watching. See you next time. Don't forget to have a go at this week's challenge and leave your answer in the comments below. See you next time.